Do you want to make a disgusting, absolutely appalling amount of money with your e-commerce store tomorrow just by doing these stupid little email marketing tricks? I'm talking FU money, retire, go buy a Lambo, do whatever you want to do, show up in a $10,000 suit at your high school reunion money. That is what I'm showing you in this video. We're going to make a disgusting amount of money by cleaning up some quick wins inside your Klaviyo account. And I can say this because I've done this for over 50 brands. You can see like some revenue results on the screen here just by doing these tips that I'm going to be showing you in this video. I'm telling you, this is so easy that a 2-year-old baby could figure this out. So I think you could figure it out. We want to make you more money tomorrow. So just do what I'm saying, try it, and you might be able to have results like this. Let's get into it. Okay, this is the kind of FU money that I'm talking about. 282% revenue from email, 53%, and then total store revenue up 275% just by doing a lot of the stuff that I'm showing you in this video. Let us get into it. Quick win number one, which I see in way too many brands, and if you hate money, then this is a great thing to do. If you like money, then you should turn this off. This is smart sending inside of your email flows. So, I went too far. What is smart sending? So smart sending is an auto-selected feature in Klaviyo Flow emails, which you can see right here. Its purpose is to limit the amount of emails that a customer receives from you in a set period of time. And so what it does when this is on, it is going to skip sending an email to somebody in your flows for those people who have received another email in the past 16 hours. Now, how are you lighting money on fire by doing this? Say you have an abandoned cart email. If you have smart sending on, somebody abandons a cart, we want to make sure that that person receives that email at all possible costs. This email is too high converting to leave. Say you release a new product today, you sent an email at 9 a.m., somebody opens that email, clicks it, adds an item to their cart, and then leaves it. If you have smart sending on, it's going to skip sending to that person because they received another email recently. That doesn't make any sense. We want this turned off for all of our main flows so that we can be sure that everybody is receiving these super important emails. Like, look at how many people got skipped right here. 233 delivered, 1,218 people skipped not seeing this email. Now, some of those people weren't going to receive it anyways because they already bought, but this is way too high and you're just missing out on a free almost 1% placed order rate. And if you have abandoned cart email 1 being skipped, usually you can have a 5 to 10% placed order rate, and that's going to absolutely destroy your conversions. Make sure that this is turned off. Now, I've pretty much already explained everything on the slide, and you can have this doc in the description. Just give me your email. You're put on a really good email newsletter, daily emails, talking about email marketing, how to get you more money. You should definitely sign up. Wasted opportunity. Pretty much everything that I talked about there. Again, you can have this doc. How to fix it. So click on any flow email. So you want to see if this is toggled on. Click on a flow email, scroll to settings, uncheck, skip recently emailed profiles right here. That is what smart sending is. Go through and apply to all your flows. This literally can take you maybe 15 minutes, probably less depending on how many flow emails you have. But turn this off on all of them. You will make more money because more people will see your emails. The more emails you're seeing, the more emails the customer's seeing, then the more money you make. If you have some emails that you don't want somebody to receive if they received another email, fine. But for your really high converting ones, like this one that has a 3.4% placed order rate and 2,300 people were skipped, you don't want that to skip them. So make sure that that is unchecked for all of your flows. And quick win number 2, another thing where if you hate money, you wouldn't do this. But if you love money, you're adding buttons in the footer of your emails. Every single one of them, you need to have buttons. Okay, let's talk about it. What are buttons in your footer? These are the repeated blocks. So your footer, at the bottom, every single email has your unsubscribe, it has like your social media, but we found it really, really effective to put shop now or shop by category buttons in your footer so that people, no matter what your email is, people will always be able to scroll to the bottom and keep shopping. Here's like an example. You have social media icons, shop by categories, supplements, supplement kits, digital learning, books, and then you have your social media icons, yada, yada, yada. A lot of people who hate money will not have this in their footer, which, again, not smart if you like money. And so why do we want to use these? I keep going forward. This is pissing me off. Excuse me. But why use these? Think of your navigation footer buttons as like the navigation buttons that you have on the header of your website, okay? So say you have an email about like a specific product on your website. You sell like 10 different things. You make an email highlighting one of them. What if somebody has that product or just isn't interested on that product? That need is already fulfilled. You lose out on any engagement on that email. That person does not care about what you're sending. But having buttons in your footer lets your engaged readers who make it to the bottom of your email to continue shopping based on what they may be looking for. Do not use these buttons at the top of the email like you would on desktop. This hurts conversions. It distracts the user. Right when they open the email, they see 4 buttons at the top. That hurts. We want it in the footer. Oftentimes, we see these footer buttons generate more clicks than the actual body part of the email. So take a look at this example. This is a client click tracking inside of Klaviyo. We're looking at the amount of clicks. These are the 4 buttons that were in the footer, splitting by stacks, all products. This was a certain product category, and then favorites. This is how many clicks that all got. That is more than these like actual what the email was about. It was about a product, and the footer got more clicks, and we see this consistently. People get to the bottom of the email, then they're like, I'll go browse the site. Easy way to make more revenue. So super easy. Design your footer once. Just design it in Figma. I have a Figma design video, which you can check out, where I go over like how to make this stuff. Include your unsubscribe and legal text, and then you can create it as a universal block inside of Klaviyo, which will just include all of your emails. You just drag in your universal block. Super easy. Quick way to make more money. Quick win number 3, micro commit pop-up forms. Maybe you haven't heard of micro commits, but great way to absolutely skyrocket the amount of people joining your email list, and in turn your email revenue, just by having more people join. So what is a micro commit form? Basically, it's a form that before asking for the email, asks for a micro commitment, such as clicking a button before asking the email. Just like this. This is the micro commit step. Do you want 10% off your order? Yes, please, or no thanks. And then you hit them with the email. Seems stupid, but just trust me. Why do you want to use this? Oftentimes on mobile specifically, we see much better results doing this. Like I'm talking ridiculous 2x in result on the micro commit versus just like a regular pop-up form right here. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. Forcing people to engage in a lower barrier to entry step. With a micro commit, you lower the barrier entry for the customer to claim the discount. If you look here, it's just like, do you want 10% off? Yeah, I do. Just got to click this button, and then we ask them for the email. But this is commitment bias, human psychological thing where if someone's more likely to follow through on an action if they commit to something prior. This bias is extremely prevalent here. All of our best forms use micro commits, so you should definitely try it. Super easy. Just, do you want 10% off your order? You can also ask a question like, what are you looking for out of our product? And then give them 4 options where it's like, I'm looking for health benefits, I'm looking for muscle growth, all those things. That's another form of a micro commit that works really well. And I highly recommend that you try out. They work really well. So again, this doc is in the description. Simply change the copy on the question for you. You can just duplicate that first step of the email field, add an extra step with no email field. Watch this video from 11:50 to 12:45. I go over exactly how to do it inside of Klaviyo. Super duper easy. Quick win number 4, properly adding an abandoned cart trigger and flow. So many people mess this up, and it is absolutely ridiculous. You are throwing money in the table, throwing money on the table, throwing money away, leaving money on the table. Now, cart abandon is different than checkout abandon. Go look right now. 90% of the 7 and 8 figure brands that are super successful don't even have a proper cart abandon flow. I will bet money that you have a cart abandon flow, or you don't have a cart abandon flow, you have a checkout abandon flow, but it's labeled as cart abandon flow. It happens every single time. Klaviyo's abandoned cart flow is incorrect. You need to fix it. Their abandoned cart flow is actually a checkout abandoned flow, because that's what is easily added in Shopify. So this is abandoned cart. Customer just clicks add to cart, and then this bar pops up. They don't actually go to checkout. Right now, your email flow is only firing when somebody clicks checkout and goes to this page. What about all the people who just add an item to cart and don't go to checkout? That's the majority of them. And so you need to make sure you have different flows for each of them, and you need to add this trigger in. Again, super easy. We just implemented this for a brand, a mid 7-figure brand. We just cloned their checkout abandon flow, changed the trigger to cart abandon, extra $20,000 every single month. Just like that. Easy peasy. Free money. You just need to make sure the trigger is correct. So I have all the steps laid out here. You want to add the snippet to your store. Tons of steps here. It's a little bit advanced. Again, I won't really cover that. Kind of boring. But if you want to pause this video and go through them, but essentially there's a blog article that outlines all of it from Klaviyo here. Super duper easy. So definitely do that if you like money. Abandoned cart, you also have the dynamic content, which you want to make sure that your dynamic content is correct, because that's different than abandoned checkout. A little bit more advanced, but I'm sure you can figure it out. You've made it this far in the video, so you've proved you're somewhat smart. Okay, quick win number 5. Text-based emails from the founder. Absolutely rake. What are text-based emails? These are the emails that have no pictures at all, and they show up in your inbox in the native format of the platform. Just like this. This looks like Gmail because it's sent from Gmail. It's a text-based email. That's what this is. And so you can make them from the team or a specific person. So you could just say the Breeze team, or you could do from a person like Corbin from Breeze. These convert way better because it feels personal. It's not this big, massive corporation. This is like a 50 mil company, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like it's a friend reaching out to you. These are some of our best performing emails of all time. People want to buy from people. They don't want to buy from corporations. Text-based emails look like they're coming from a friend. Give your brand that personal feel, which is really hard to accomplish today in like the digital world. Many brands do crazy email designs, which are great. That's where most of your emails should be. But this makes text-based emails stand out when you do them. Just makes it so easy for someone to see the call to action too. Text-based email, super simple to see where the buttons are. You don't got to navigate these crazy colors. It's just skim, skim, skim. Okay, click here. Then a magic button. That's brilliant. I clicked that when I received this email, and just took me to a product page. But that was brilliant. Look at this: 9% click rate, 79% open rate, 0.4% placed order rate. These are absolutely ridiculous numbers that I guarantee you can't beat. For these three numbers, this is the greatest that I've ever sent. Absolutely ridiculous, and it was a text-based email. So how do you create these inside of Klaviyo? Every sending provider will have this, but inside of Klaviyo, you just click the three dots in the top corner right here and switch to text-only editor, and then you just edit right there. Looks like a Google Doc, super easy. These will convert like crazy. You just want to change the sender name to, if it's the founder, it could be Max from Wellcopy, and you can just change that to that, and it works super, super well. Quick win number 5, adding invisible HTML text inside of your footer. So we've already talked about buttons in the footer. Now we're talking about HTML text inside the footer. So if you use image-heavy emails, like we do for our 7- and 8-figure clients, you can look fishy in the eyes of email platforms like Google, potentially increasing your spam box placement. So if Google sees there's just a ton of images in this email, that is probably spam. So you're going to get put into spam more often. But if our email contains HTML code in text, we improve our ratio of like text to image. Google sees, okay, there's a ton of images in here, but there's also a ton of text. Awesome. So they're okay. That's less spammy. Inbox senders love this, and it'll save you from going to spam. This will skyrocket your main inbox placement rate. So in our footer, we want to add invisible text with a ton of code to accomplish this. Look at this right here. This is all invisible. There's like 500 words in here, but you can barely see it. But this is so much in the eyes of like Google and these inbox providers. So how do you do this? Just take 200 to 300 words of text from your website. You can do more. You do 500 or something. Just like the About Us section, it can be gibberish. Change the text to white, whatever color that your footer is. You can see like how much text there is right there. And then change the text size to as small as you can go. Change the line spacing to as tight as you can go. And then you're all set. And then you just have that in the footer of all your emails, and then you just increase your inbox placement rate and increase your revenue because more people are seeing your emails. So there's that. Quick win number 7, immediate thank you post-purchase somebody buying from you. So how would you feel if you just paid money to a company and immediately after the founder reached out to you thanking you for the order and are contributing to something like bigger than just this massive corporation? Feels pretty good, and this is going to be huge for the customer experience. The customer's also like in this time, so it makes the customer feel good, feels better about their order, removes buyer's remorse. The customer is also in a major buying window when they buy. Someone is much more, it is the biggest buying window is after somebody makes a purchase from you, like directly after. They have a very high likelihood of repurchasing. So we want to encourage this, giving them a note to keep shopping. We often see 1 to 3% placed order rates for our 7- and 8-figure clients. With this email, we manage email lists of 40 to 50 different e-commerce brands every single month, working with them recurring. And this is like a typical results for that immediate thank you message. 70% opens, 9.9% clicks, 1.6% placed order rate, an extra 4.1 grand printed out of thin air just by being like, hey, thank you so much for your order. Also, if you want to shop more, you can. That's literally it. So email content, we want it to be a simple text-based email. Again, we want it to be a genuine thank you message right off the bat. Thank you so much for your order. Remind them of the mission and what they're supporting. Offer them support if they have questions. Tell them about your support team and give them an option and a button to keep shopping. Great example here. Hey, thank you so much. This is our mission. You're contributing to something bigger. If you have any questions, reach out to us at this email. We'll respond within 24 to 48 hours. That's really helpful for customer experience. And then, hey, P.S., if you want to add more to your order, you can do so here. This, I'm sure, has a 1 to 3% placed order rate. It's literally just that easy. Send it immediately. Don't wait a day because people will not be ready to buy. The difference in conversions is insane. Send it right off the bat. Right off the bat. Quick win number 8, unsubscribe preferences page to save more subscribe. So the unsubscribe page is going to show up when somebody wants to unsubscribe from your emails. You work so hard to get email subscribers, so why would you just let them off the hook so easy? You're giving them a discount probably on that first order to get their email. Why do you want to let them off the hook so easy? You're giving up a lot. So some people want to stay subscribed, but only receive like major sales or promotions, and that's fine. Give them that option so that you can potentially make more money off them down the line. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So here's like an example. Get the emails you want, nothing more. Enter your email. Let us know what you want to see, yada, yada, yada. that simple. That sort of stuff can save a ton of subscribers. So just go to settings, other, this is inside of Klaviyo. Go to settings, other, consent pages, preference page right here. Follow this article to update it and give like profile properties. This is a Klaviyo article, add custom code, consent page. This is going to save you a ton on unsubscribes and get people to continue to purchase with you. Quick win number 9, create an engaged segment and only send to them for your email campaigns. So you can segment your general list for campaigns and only include people who've opened or clicked to ensure that you're only sending the emails to people who want to open your emails. Your email list that you're looking at now, every single email that you have, this is full of your list. It's full of people who will never open your emails because they're fake emails, dead accounts, somebody switched their inbox provider, they got a new email, people that you're already landing in spam or they've marked you as spam, so you'll continue to enter into spam. So if you're sending to your whole list, you're hurting your deliverability because you're driving open rates down. You're sending to people who aren't going to open your email. And so Google sees this and they're like, this brand has very low open rates. People don't want to receive those emails. We're going to send them to spam more often. And we do not want that. We want to only send regular emails to our engaged users to keep our opens up and keep our sender reputation high so that we land in the inbox for everybody else. So we don't want to send to people who aren't opening our emails. Super, super simple. So we just want to have the following engaged segment. You can adjust this to be any day you want. I recommend starting with like a 30-day engaged list and then slowly open as your open rates go up to like higher time frames. So definition for like a 60-day engaged list. This is how it looks in Klaviyo. We just want to say someone can receive email. They're not so pressed. They've opened email at least once in the past 60 days or clicked an email. Either one of those. Sometimes Klaviyo misses an open, but it'll track a click. So this is like 120-day engaged here. This is what, 60-day. Just did them differently so that you can see what it looks like. You can just change the time frame, and that's perfect. And then bounced email 0 times over all time to make sure that we're not sending to people who, if we send to, they're just not going to open it and we're getting it bounced and returned back to us. That's mostly just like fake emails. So only send to this for big things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. You can send to your whole list, but we really want to make sure every single send we're having over 50% open rate. It's that simple. That's it for this one. I hope you got some value and you make more money. Join my free daily newsletter, inboxnewsletter.com/subscribe. You get a ton of free value. And if you want to find me, here are my links: Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. If you want my team of experts to take care of this for you, again, we serve 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands doing recurring email marketing management for them. If you want us to do this for you and you're above $50,000 a month, just reach out and we will make that happen and get you right. But hope you got value from this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have other tips that you recommend that I touch on. But yeah, let's make some more money. Appreciate you watching.